Which part of the body has the biggest responsibility for managing the body's weight against the ground? It's the ankles. That's why many trainers have a saying such as, training starts at the ankle. Now, there are times when MOSSA workouts are periodized to isolate ankle training, but more often ankle training happens undercover as part of squats, lunges, walking, running, and balance exercises. Ankle health is an important part of overall fitness, even if participants don't realize when they're training the ankle. The more we understand about the ankle, the better equipped we will be to help participants get the most out of ankle training. This education session will discuss 5 topics about ankles: anatomy, movement, injuries, safety, and coaching. Believe it or not, the ankle is one of the most complex parts of the body. In fact, it's more accurate to use the term ankle complex instead of ankle joint, because there are so many joints that distribute weight from the lower leg to the ground. There's just not time to get into all of the anatomy and physiology of the ankle complex. So this education session will cover several main points that are relevant to group fitness instructors. When asked to locate the ankle bone, many people might point to the hard bumps on the inside or outside of the ankle complex. These bony prominences are called the medial malleolus and the lateral malleolus, and they are part of the tibia and fibula, bones of the lower leg. The tibia and fibula meet at the bottom of the leg to form the inferior tibiofibular joint. The actual ankle bone lies just below. The ankle bone is technically named the talus. The top surface of the talus meets the tibia and the fibula at the talocrural joint. This may be referred to as the true ankle joint. But the ankle bone also forms other joints. These are more detailed joints with complicated names. Don't worry, we just want you to have a big picture view of these body parts. We can all agree that's quite a bit of anatomy. What's important is that you understand the complexity of the ankle complex and know that the entire weight of the body is distributed to the ground through these joints. That's how crucial the ankles are to human movement. The bones of the ankle complex are coated in articular cartilage at the joint, providing a smooth surface so that the bones may glide against each other during ankle movement. Numerous ligaments connect the bones of the ankle. We just want you to know about 2 of them. The anterior talofibular ligament, or ATFL, connects the lateral malleolus of the fibula to the ankle bone, or the talus. The calcaneofibular ligament, or CFL, connects the lateral malleolus to the heel bone, or the calcaneus. We're also going to cover 2 key muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. These are the muscles commonly referred to as the calf of the leg. The gastrocnemius muscle originates at the base of the femur and has 2 heads. The soleus muscle is located underneath or deeper below the skin than the gastroc. The soleus originates in the upper rear area of the tibia. Both the gastroc and soleus insert at the calcaneus, or heel bone, through the Achilles tendon. The Achilles tendon is the thickest and strongest tendon in the body. It can support up to 8 times a person's body weight during running. Just to be clear, that's over 1,000 pounds. The Achilles tendon begins about halfway down the back of the lower leg and attaches the gastroc, soleus, and plantaris muscles to the back of the heel bone. The bones, ligaments, muscles, and tendons we've discussed each play a role in ankle movement. Plantar flexion is when the top of the foot moves away from the front of the shin bone. Think of pointing your toe. Dorsiflexion is when the top of the foot moves closer to the front of the shin bone. Inversion rotates the ankle inwards so that the sole of the foot faces towards the midline of the body. Eversion rotates the ankle outward so that the sole of the foot faces away from the midline of the body. Adduction rotates the end of the foot towards the midline of the body. Abduction rotates the end of the foot away from the midline of the body. Pronation is a combination of abduction, eversion, and dorsiflexion. Supination is a combination of adduction, inversion, and plantar flexion. It is estimated that 1 in 10,000 people in the US will sprain their ankle on any given day. That's over 30,000 people in the US each day. Most of us are familiar with a sprained ankle. You or someone you know has rolled or twisted their ankle, causing pain, swelling, and often bruising. But what is an ankle sprain exactly? An ankle sprain is an injury in which the ligaments of the ankle have been overstretched or torn. Sprains may occur on any of the ankle ligaments and are most often sustained on the lateral ligaments on the outside of the ankle. The most commonly injured ligaments are first the ATFL and second the CFL. An ankle sprain occurs when the force placed on the ligament exceeds its tensile strength. In other words, when the ligament is not strong enough to bear the load placed upon it. Lateral ankle sprains tend to result from excessive inversion of the ankle and foot, usually when the foot lands on an inverted or supinated position, coupled with external rotation of the lower leg. These are called inversion ankle sprains. Ankle instability is a precursor to ankle injury. The best predictor of an ankle sprain is a prior ankle sprain. This means that someone with a history of an ankle sprain is more likely to suffer an ankle sprain in the future. This phenomenon is referred to as chronic ankle instability. Ankle sprains can damage receptors in the ligament, causing impaired proprioception. Proprioception is an awareness of body position and movement. After an ankle sprain, the person may not have as sharp a sense of the position of their ankle or how much strength of effort is put into ankle movement. As a result, there may be decreased neuromuscular control in protecting against excessive inversion or supination of the ankle. People who have chronic ankle instability often demonstrate difficulty with single leg balance, as well as strength deficits in the ankle. Your body works from the ground up. Each joint is connected to the next, forming a complex series of bridges in the body known as the kinetic chain. This sophisticated network allows the body to move seamlessly, each joint telling the next what to do. So when you think about strength and mobility training for the ankle, it makes sense that you need to address the body as a whole unit. This is why training is not just limited to basic dorsiflexion and plantar flexion or inversion and eversion. Instead, MOSSA workouts use functional ankle training that involves the legs, hips, and core. When the core is engaged and the trunk is stabilized, the pelvis neutralizes. This puts the knees and ankles in their optimal mechanical positions, directly reducing the risk of injury. When your foot hits the ground, your body immediately begins processing crucial information. What kind of surface are you walking on? Are you able to maintain balance? Can you tell where exactly your feet actually are? Instead of suffering a devastating ankle sprain, your body can outsmart the injury through self-correction. This is due to proprioception. You can feel yourself compensating or losing proper form, which allows your body to correct itself, thereby minimizing the risk of injury. And through muscle memory, your body will start performing more efficiently and safely because it can automatically remember these desirable positions. One of the unsung heroes of MOSSA programs is that they help to prevent ankle injuries. Here are 6 areas that can help promote healthy ankles. First, all MOSSA programs warm up the lower leg before the challenging portion of any workout. For safer, more effective workouts, we prepare the ankles using low-intensity movements or lighter weights, often by performing squats, lunges, or light jogging movements. Second, MOSSA strengthens the ankles and attached musculature through leg training, including cycles of training that target the ankles. Exercises like calf raises, jumps, and power knees strengthen the gastroc and soleus, as well as the other muscles, tendons, and ligaments of the ankle complex. Third, MOSSA workouts incorporate various types of balance training. Scientifically speaking, the ankles are the most efficient joint when it comes to maintaining postural control. It's important to train specific motor skills like static balance and dynamic balance in order to improve ankle stability. Fourth, MOSSA programs train ankle mobility. This can be accomplished by stretching the calf muscles or through simply moving the ankle through its range of motion. Mobilising the ankle in different directions also helps prevent ankle injuries. Number 5, MOSSA programs are safe for the ankles. In each MOSSA workout, increases in force or pressures on the ankles happen gradually, and the ankles are conditioned for the type of movement being used. MOSSA programs are also designed to avoid excessive ballistic force on the ankles. For example, Group Active and Group Blast use a technique called whole foot on the step to avoid exerting pressure that is too fast or too hard for the Achilles tendon.
Now, I want you right away to get the whole foot on the step. Safety's number 1, so we can have the fun Erica talked about.
Each MOSSA program offers progressive options so that participants can select the level of ankle impact that is right for their fitness level.
So you crouch, little double bounce. We gotta get the lower leg engaged. Now if you're like, Erica, I don't want that yet, don't do it, right?
Feel free to look at your step before you head up. And if it's not for you, these choices are all yours today.
Finally, and this is my personal favourite, let's talk about shoes. While running shoes are great for running, they may not be the best choice for all types of training. MOSSA programs incorporate lateral training, which, by the way, helps strengthen the ankles and prevent sprains. So shoes designed for multi-directional training may be a better choice because they provide more lateral support for side-to-side movements. Maybe this is just the excuse you've been looking for to grab that pair of Nike trainers you saw on sale last week. Just as ankle training sometimes happens undercover, so does ankle coaching. You might be coaching ankle stability or ankle strength without ever saying the word ankles. Listen to these coaching strategies for ankle training.
That lower leg is going to help you stabilize all the way up through the core. Keep your core tight.
So we want to maintain integrity of the ankle joint by strengthening the muscles of the foot and the lower leg. Yes?
Now I want you to notice what's happening in your lower body. Are you feeling a little wobbling? That just means all those stabilizers in the lower leg are training.
Feeling the work fire up from the bottom of the feet to the crown of the head as we spiral arms and reach heavenward.
Now heel right and left. 2 squats. Heel. So you're turning from the heel, which is going to make your ankle face inward.
Ankle training is important no matter who you are, and especially if you have a history of ankle instability or injury. We hope this session has raised your awareness of ankle health and how it is promoted in MOSSA workouts.